Hello, everyone. This is Nathan Bridges from Nathan's Nuggets, and today I'm with Ronald Agebsar. He is a former Fresno City college basketball player and now plays for Hope International. Thanks for joining me today.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No problem. I'll start with the first question. How old were you when you started playing basketball?
I was about probably like 5 or 6. Yeah. My dad wanted me to get into sports, so he just put me in it.
So your dad, he just wanted you to get into sports, so he just put you into basketball. Did you play any other sports?
Nah, I wish I played football, but I just played basketball my whole life.
So you wanted to play football also?
Yeah, dual athlete.
You got two sports.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like playing in the CIF Championship Open Division game?
So, yeah, open division game. There was a lot of people there. A lot of people. Yeah, I mean, it was exciting. I mean, I can't really say like it was
Well,
nerve wracking or nothing. I was kind of accustomed to the moment.
the
Yeah.
audio kind of once got softer, like
Let me
it
turn it.
went to soft to loud, or soft loud to soft.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
For sure.
So sorry, what were you saying about the CIF Open Division Championship game?
I said, it was a lot of people. It was a lot of people there, but I was accustomed to the moment. We had played in a lot of big games previous to that.
You were kind of used to it already because you had played in a lot of big games.
Exactly. Yeah.
What is the most intense high school game you played in?
Intense high school game, probably. Sheldon versus Folsom. What game was that? I also go to sections, I think, but we went into overtime. It was a crazy game. That was the most intense high school game by far.
Wow, so that sounds intense. It went to overtime.
Yeah.
What is your favorite moment from high school?
Favorite moment from high school? Is this basketball related or just anything?
Basketball.
Basketball related. Again, probably the Folsom game. That was my favorite game. The first Folsom game at home. We won by like 2 or 4, something like that. That was my favorite moment. I got the crowd going with a few dunks and all that. By far was my
Basketball.
favorite moment. Yeah.
You got to get the crowd going with some dunks.
Yeah.
Get them like rising loud.
Mm-hmm.
Did you play on any AAU teams as a kid?
I actually played on a lot. I played on Husky hoops, Lakeshore basketball, fast break. Uh, let's see if I can think of Yellow Jackets. I played on a lot. I was kind of a bouncer. I bounced between teams. Yeah,
Oh,
those are
wow. So you played on a lot.
yeah.
Why did you choose Fresno City coming out of high school?
Uh, Out of high school, I really didn't know where I wanted to go, and then when I took the trip to visit, the trip to Fresno, I talked to the head coach, Coach Maddock, and just the conversation alone was what made me choose Fresno City. Just him being super real with me, telling me we're gonna work, harder than I've ever worked before. Just that one-on-one, sit-down conversation with Coach Maddock is what made me go to Fresno City.
So the one-on-one conversation, he told you that you're gonna like put in a lot of work there.
Yeah, I could tell he was super real and he was super caring. That just did it for me.
He was like, he meant like what all of that he was saying. You could tell.
Yeah.
What were you feeling in the games you started in as a freshman at Fresno City?
When I started as a freshman,
Mm-hmm.
uh, excitement. A lot of the guys when I was freshman, I was 17, 18. A lot of the guys were 20, 21. So I was pretty excited. My head got a little big at first, and then next day at practice, of course, it went back to normal. But I was excited.
So you're excited to be able to get to start.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a big age difference with some of them 20 and 21-year-olds.
yeah. It was a shell shock. It was a shell shock for me when I first pulled up, being the youngest.
So it kind of like shocked you a little bit.
Yeah, but I got accustomed to it.
Who is your favorite basketball player as a kid?
LeBron and Kobe. R.I.P. Kobe. LeBron and Kobe, though. Yeah.
Like the Lakers players? Oh, yes. LeBron at the time, though, wasn't a Lakers player.
Yeah. I was a huge Lakers fan. I was a Lakers and Celtics fan back then. I really don't mix, but yeah, that was my favorite team back then too.
That's kind of funny because they were rivals.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So you like Kobe?
yeah. Love Kobe.
He was a great player. Had the killer instinct.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
You try to model your game after anyone.
No, I don't. I don't look at any NBA players or anybody. I just look at the flaws in my game and try to, you know, bring that up every time. I don't really have a player I model myself against. You know?
So, so you kind of just do like your own thing. You don't follow like any NBA player.
Exactly. Yeah.
Why did you choose to transfer to Hope International?
Uh, Very good school, both academically and basketball wise. Also, the closest. It was one of the it was the closest offer besides another school which was interested, but it was the closest offer I had. Down in SoCal, so I can make the trip back up here when I need to. Yeah, but
So it was a good distance from your home,
and
and
good.
they have the good academics also, as well as the basketball.
Yep. Yep.
How did you get scouts to come look at you at Fresno City?
Honestly, I just played my game. I didn't hit nobody up. I didn't hit no coaches. I just played my game and let the work do it for itself. Yeah.
You just like let your work do it self, like put in all the work, and then the coaches would come to you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hold on, I can't hear you again.
Is it good now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What was it like playing in the playoffs at Fresno City?
Playoffs with Fresno City. The first year, the playoffs was. I mean, coach didn't lie about it. He told us that the crowd was going to be loud. He told us our communication was going to have to be better than ever. I mean, I was nervous. I was nervous the first playoff game, but then it wore off. But yeah, and then for the sophomore year, I mean, there was no nerves. I wanted to go in there guns blazing, but Corona shut everything down. We would have wanted Fresno City for sure. Would have won it, but it
You
is what
guys,
it is.
you guys were on a roll, and then the Corona.
Yeah, we were on a huge roll.
That's a bummer that you guys didn't get to finish and got the championship.
I know. We would have had it.
So your coach, he already like could kind of talk to you and told you guys it was gonna be a loud crowd.
Yeah, he told us. Yeah, he's very experienced in the playoffs. So he told
He
us what it was.
gets a lot of teams to go in the playoffs.
Yeah, a lot.
What was the most intense game you played in at Fresno City?
Most intense game I played in Fresno City. Uh, Probably the Final Four game. The Final Four game was a very intense game. I did not come to play for that game, but either that one or a preseason game, against Mendocino. We went to double overtime. That one was a crazy game too.
Oh wow, that was a long game, double overtime.
Yeah, it was long, but our practices got us ready for that game. Though we were able to withhold, we were able to play ball.
So the volume kind of went out again.
Oh yeah, I said what was it? Our practices got us ready for that double overtime game. Got us able to mentally lock in, and then we came out victorious.
So your practices, they kind of prepare you to be like late down the stretch, so you guys were able to come out on top.
Yep, for sure.
How have you been staying in shape and ready to play at Hope International?
Stay in shape. I've just been going to some open runs. There's some low key open runs in SAC that I've been attending, and then sometimes I go to the gym, work out, run a mile at the local park. I used to do that. Core work in my room. Everybody can do that. So that's about it. Not as much as I should be doing. But I'm trying to get it in.
So you've been like going to gyms, running, then working. You got one in your room, a pull-up bar.
No, not a pull up bar. I just do core work and get on the ground. Planks, sit ups, bicycle kicks, all that.
You like all the core work to get strength.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to at Hope International?
What am I most looking forward to? A degree and a championship. Yeah.
You're gonna win a championship and a degree?
Two championships, hopefully. Yeah, my degree.
Go 2 in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to try to pursue basketball after college?
For sure. My dream is to go overseas. But yeah,
So you want to take it to the next level and go overseas?
yep. God willing. Yeah.
I think you can do it.
You think I can do it? Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem. What are your goals for this season?
My goals for the season, again, to win a championship, to win, and then for me, just come in. I'm not going to be a star player coming in right away or nothing like that. Just play my role to the best of my ability and expand on that, basically. Yeah.
Not help out your team as much as you can, and then keep expanding to get even better. How many positions have you played in basketball?
My main position is the 3 or the 4, but honestly, I could play any position on the court. I'm very versatile. So yeah,
So you can kind of play anything that the coach needs you to.
yes.
That's good skill set since you can play anything.
Mm-hmm.
And the last question I have is for fun. You get to take any 3 NBA players to dinner. They can be past or present. Who are you taking?
Any three of them?
Past or present.
I have to go with Kobe. R.I.P. Kobe. I gotta go Kobe. LeBron, and I'm gonna go with Will Chamberlain. Yeah,
He was good.
yeah, big Will. Yeah,
100 points in a game.
crazy.
That's crazy. I wish that I could have seen that. All right. Thanks for joining me today. Those are all the questions I have.